Good evening, Roger Federer. Who's going to go first?
To lose a final of that magnitude, where do you think it went wrong for you today? Obviously, 2 match points perhaps?
Yeah, I mean, one shot, I guess. So, don't know which one to pick. Your choice.
What's going through your mind? Did you think you'd lost it when those 2 match points had gone?
No, not really. I mean, look, I was still happy to be at 8-all, 9-all. I don't remember what it was. You know, you try to see the positives. You try to take it as a good thing, I guess. You know, that you're not down a break, or that the match is not over yet. And if I could have, I don't know, picked it, you know, before the match to be at 9-all in the 5th, that wouldn't be a terrible thing. So you just always try to push yourself to see things on the better side. But yeah, it was definitely tough, you know, to have those chances.
Roger, congratulations on a great final.
Thank you.
You kept changing the pace, accelerating, decelerating with your slice backhand. Novak was so solid off the backhand. There was a player that you used to play against in the first stage of your rivalry. So were you really surprised how solid he was dealing with your slice?
No, I mean, look, he's been doing that very well against me in the past. I played him with a lot of slices as well in Paris, and he handles that one very well. You know, time and time again, he's able to go down and make sure he sets himself up nicely and puts himself in position. So, I mean, he gives away anyway very little unforced errors. So you got to push him to do those, and if you can't, well, then you got to play aggressive yourself. And I did that. I thought I had a good mix, you know. But obviously, Novak was also playing very well.
14 more points today. Does that make you feel like you were the better player, or no?
It really doesn't matter, actually. You know, I know that what I did well, you know, and how close I was. So I don't need to feel that way. I think I can be happy about my performance.
Roger, however you and Rafa might feel about it, he's sort of spent a lot of time being like the number 3 guy, trying to crack through with you guys and stuff.
That was a long time ago, though.
To the general public. But still, the people, I think, you hold you and Rafa in particularly high regard. Do you think this changes that in the public's eye?
You got to go to the streets and ask those people and the fans. I mean, look, we know how strong Novak is, you know, and has been for many years as well. Yeah, but yeah, of course, every win, every other extra win, every other streak, all adds to the tally. No doubt about it.
Roger, you have these 2 guys behind you who are trying to catch you in the all-time list of slam wins. You have many records. This is one of them. For you, is that element of the sport exciting? Is it irrelevant? Is it stressful?
Well, I mean, it used to be a really big deal, you know, I guess, when you were close, you know. I guess 2 behind, and then eventually you tie, then eventually you break. So that was big, you know. It's been different since, you know, naturally, because you know, the chase is in a different place, and I take motivation from different places, you know. Not so much from trying to stay ahead, you know, because I broke the record, and if somebody else does, well, that's great for them, and you can't protect everything anyway, and that was not... I didn't become a tennis player for that. I really didn't, you know. It's about trying to win Wimbledon, trying to have good runs here, you know, playing in front of such an amazing crowd, and in front of, in this center court against players like Novak and so forth, you know, that's what I play for. So, yeah, so things are different now, but I'm very happy that with my level of play nowadays still.
Roger, what have been the most important factors in your ability to come back from defeats like this when you've been so close and the stakes have been so high and both players have played so well?
So your question is?
What have been the most important factors for your ability to bounce back from defeats like this?
Yeah, I mean, it's similar to getting broken, you know, when serving for the match, you know. Take it on your chin, you move on, and you try to forget, and you try to take the good things out of this match, you know, 'cause there's tons of it, you know, and like similar to '08, maybe I will look back at it and think like, well, it's actually not that bad after all, you know, but for now it hurts, and it should, you know, like every loss hurts here at Wimbledon. But yeah, I think it's a mindset, and I'm very strong at being able to move on, you know, because I don't want to be depressed about actually an amazing tennis match.
Similarly,
Sorry, lady back there.
Roger, it's the first time that a tiebreaker has been played in a final here. Were you kind of looking forward to the tiebreaker coming, or would you have preferred it to go open-ended as in previous years?
It is what it is, you know. I respect whatever the rule is, you know, and you play with it. I don't know if I was looking forward to it or not. I was feeling good about either scenario. So yeah, so really it is what it is, you know.
You've played a lot of tennis coming into Wimbledon this year compared with perhaps the last 2 seasons. Is that a strategy you think has sort of paid off in terms of your fitness and endurance? And how do you see it panning out for the rest of the season? Will you take longer time off, or will you keep up that momentum?
Yeah, I mean, I think it definitely maybe helped me to play the clay, I guess, to stay match fit, you know, match tough, you know, and because in practice you can only do so much, you know. Am I going to do the same exactly next year? I don't know yet on the clay. I'm happy that, you know, I played as good and I felt as good as I did, you know, throughout the championships and also Halle and so forth, and also right now sitting here. So there's a lot of positives to take away from the journey I've been on for the last few months. I mean, looking ahead, we had decided in the team that I was going to skip Montreal anyway already a week ago, and just give myself enough time for, you know, I mean, I wish I had more, but I don't. So I'm just going to take enough time off that what I can, and then prepare for Cincinnati and get going from then on again.
How tough is a loss like this to take? Would it have been easier? If it was a straight set affair? Is it easier to recover from that and move on?
It's hard to tell. I don't know if losing 2-2 and 2 feels better than this one. At the end, it actually doesn't matter, you know, to some extent, you know. You might feel more disappointed, sad, over angry. I don't know what I feel right now. You know, I just feel like it's such an incredible opportunity missed. I can't believe it, you know, but it is what it is, you know.
Behind you.
What an incredible match on an incredible court, destroying international attention. Some said it was like tennis at its very best. Can you, even though you've just stepped off court, can you just talk about a match like this and what it shows about tennis and what a great sport it is?
Well, I mean, all of us working in this sport, we know what a great sport it is. I don't think we need the matches per se, but maybe we need them to sometimes, you know, cross over to other sports and maybe get to the fans in the streets and so forth, you know. So if that's the case, that this match did something like this, I think that's great. Yeah, I mean, I think it was a great match. It was wonderful points played. It had everything, and I played also, I mean, amazing today. So I hope, you know, it resonates in a big way, you know. So yeah, from that side, I don't know if I answered the question or not. I forgot what you asked, actually.
We have time for 2 more English questions. Lady here and then here.
Roger, you had a pretty big fan of yours in the audience today, John Bercow. He's a British politician. Did you have any time to catch up with him during this year's competition?
No, but I heard he's a big fan, and I've met him a few times back at the World Tour Finals, but no.
Roger, it's a little early, but comparisons with 2008, the level of play, your feelings about quality of the match?
Well, this one is more straightforward maybe in some ways, because we didn't have the rain delays, we didn't have the night coming in and all that stuff, you know. So I think, but sure, you know, epic ending, so close, and so many moments. So yeah, I mean, sure, there's similarities, you know, but you got to go dig and see what they are, you know. I'm the loser both times. So that's the only similarity I see.
2009.
Thank
Oh,
you.
9. Did he say 9 or 8? He said 8.
No, also
To rub it in, it's good. It's all
That's the
good.
other one. That's the other one.
Thank you. We need to change language.
Thanks, Roger.
Yeah, no worries.
Bravo, Roger, pour un magnifique tournoi. J'aimerais juste avoir un peu tes pensées sur l'atmosphère était électrique. C'était un match qui était assez incroyable. Je pense qu'ensuite, il y a eu vraiment une résonance tout à fait fantastique. Et comment tu as un peu vécu tout ça jusqu'à la fin, jusqu'à tout d'un coup cette nouvelle façon de terminer un match?
Oui, c'est vrai que c'est normal, finale de Wimbledon, il y a toujours une bonne atmosphère, hein, mais c'est toujours plein. Alors de ce côté-là, c'est clair que les gens ils prennent plaisir, plus c'est un match qui dure. Alors c'est lent aussi pour les spectateurs, alors tu sens aussi une certaine vague de soutien normal, parce que tu ne peux pas être à fond en partout, 40-0 au premier set, comme tu l'es peut-être à 10 partout au cinquième, mais en tout cas, je ne peux pas remercier les spectateurs assez pour toujours leur soutien. Et je sentais qu'ils voulaient vraiment que je gagne, alors j'ai essayé de donner ça aussi au public. Malheureusement non, mais en tout cas c'était un super match, je trouvais que c'était joué au niveau, alors c'était honnêtement vraiment sympa de jouer cette finale aujourd'hui.
Roger, kannst du ein bisschen sagen, wie du die Schlüsselszene erlebt hast von dieser Partie? 3 Tiebreaks, die du verlierst, das sieht man nicht oft. Die Matchspiele, die du vergisst, wie hast du das in Erinnerung?
Wenn vielleicht der erste übergeht, habe ich das Gefühl, ist vielleicht der Service wieder oder das Ass, weil ich habe das Gefühl, er ist eigentlich auf die andere Seite gegangen. Bei 40-15, ich hatte eigentlich eine andere Idee gehabt. Zum Schluss schade, dass ich das nicht gemacht habe. Ich wollte eigentlich noch vielleicht selber Volley spielen. Vielleicht hätte ich es auf dem zweiten sollten, weil der Chip dann eigentlich nur zurückgeht und gibt mir eigentlich die Chance für einen einfachen Volley. Aber zum Schluss habe ich natürlich auch gesagt, ich spiele es eigentlich so ab, wie ich es eigentlich bis dann auch immer gespielt habe und eigentlich sehr gut durchgekommen bin. Am Schluss ist es, wie es ist und er hat sicher gut gespielt in diesen Tiebreaks. Es ist immer sehr klassisch natürlich, wenn du natürlich der sichere Spieler bist, dann spielst du es einfach ab im Tiebreak und schaust, was der andere machen kann. Das macht er generell immer sehr gut. Ich habe das Gefühl, ich weiß nicht, ob es ganz persönlich, ob es der erste oder zweite Satz war, also im Tiebreak, wo ich sehr viele Chancen hatte und es ist dann häufig leider nicht zu meinen Gunsten gelaufen. Ich habe mich in eine perfekte Situation reingespielt, im Punkt eigentlich, und dann bin ich am Schluss doch immer dann hinten gesehen. Ich glaube, es ist der zweite Tiebreak, bin ich nicht sicher drum. Der hat sicher natürlich Weg gemacht. Aber da müssen nicht gelegen.
Ça recoupe un peu. T'es arrivé dans le match avec un super bilan sur la saison dans les tie-breaks. Là, tu en perds 3. Est-ce que tu penses que... Bon, moi, j'avais noté le premier où tu mènes 5-3. Est-ce qu'il a une influence, d'après toi, sur les deux suivants ou pas?
Moi, je pense pas. C'est différent de jouer les tie-breaks, tu sais, que les jeux de service, voilà. Le momentum est différent. La façon comme je ne veux pas dire chaque point est important, forcément c'est le cas. Ou dans les jeux de service, tu crées une sorte de différents styles de points, voilà. Alors peut-être j'étais un tout petit peu passif, peut-être, ou est-ce que j'étais trop agressif, je ne me souviens même plus. Alors je ne sais pas là où je perds le match. Hein. C'est sur un service ou sur un coup droit ou je ne sais pas quoi. Alors je n'ai même pas envie d'aller prendre ce virage-là.
Vor 10 Jahren bist du ja da reingehockt und hast gesagt, du bist eigentlich zerstört gewesen. Es ist schlimmer kann es nicht werden, das Desaster. Jetzt, die Niederlage ist ja eigentlich ähnlich oder noch härter gewesen vielleicht, aber man hat das Gefühl, du verkraftest die viel besser. Täuscht der Eindruck oder sieht es in dir ganz anders aus?
Gut, ich bin älter, oder? Und vielleicht bin ich eben diesmal hässiger als enttäuscht, oder? Und traurig. Also von dem her spüre ich es momentan so.
Est-ce que tu peux dire maintenant en français juste qu'est-ce que tu vas faire maintenant et quel est le programme pour toi?
Voilà, je vais prendre un peu de congé, classique. On avait prévu ça depuis longtemps. Après, commencer la saison de dur. Ça commence avec le fitness, après le tennis forcément. Je ne sais pas combien de semaines j'ai parce qu'il y en a moins qu'avant, parce qu'on a un peu plus de gazon. C'est pour ça, malheureusement, je ne vais pas jouer Montréal, mais je vais essayer de forcément prêt pour Cincinnati et le reste.
Last question.
Eben so eine Niederlage, wie schaffst du das zu verarbeiten? Redest du da jetzt drüber oder wird das komplett jetzt ausgeblendet und versuchst du einfach auf die Familie und auf anderes zu konzentrieren? Oder sind das auch die Mechanismen, die über all die Jahre entwickelt hast?
Irgendwann einmal vergisst es, oder? Irgendwann einmal ist es weg. Meistens recht schnell, oder? Ich finde, desto weniger musst du darüber reden, desto besser. Weil es bringt ja nichts. Ich kann ja nicht nochmal zurückgehen in der Zeit und nochmal spielen. Eben, Ablenkung habe ich genug, von dem her mache ich mir da keine Sorgen. Und natürlich auch generell nicht beim Turnier sein und vor Journalisten sein, da musst du nicht drüber reden. Von dem her, das habe ich die nächsten 4 Wochen und von dem her geht es eigentlich recht einfach und geht es mal schnell vorbei.
Thank you.
Danke zusammen.